It's nice to win. It's certainly nice to win. I want to certainly compliment Coach Haley and Memphis for the football game, the fight, the determination. It was a heck of a football game. It seems like they all are at this point. I mean, when they all come down to making a couple plays in the fourth quarter. I was really proud of our team, certainly not from their execution, but certainly from their resolve and their determination. We had 3 turnovers in the red zone today, which is very uncharacteristic for us. It's been one of our strengths. The red zone and protecting the football. I believe we were leading the league in turnovers given away, obviously until today. But I mean, it was uncharacteristic. But I give them a lot of credit. They went and did what they had to do to get the ball. Our players came out. I gave them the option to sit if they wanted to. With this game having, I'm not going to say very little significance in changing next week's what was going to happen next week. We were going to play at home next week, first round of the playoffs, whether we won or lost. But it was the pride to win the South. It was pride to have the best record in the league this season. It was the pride to go out and execute and not limp into the playoffs. I think we learned a little bit about ourselves today. We had to dig deep. We had to find a way to win. None of them are easy. It's professional sports. None of them are easy. Every game is going to be a battle, but I was really proud of the way our guys came in here and the way that they competed and the things that they were able to do. On offense and defense, I thought we absolutely got our backsides kicked in special teams today. The bright spot is we've got a great kicker who has done an unbelievable job, and we've got a punter. He only punted once, but oh my gosh, I mean, that guy has got an unbelievable leg, and I thought the job they did covering it. I mean, outside of those 2 areas of the special teams, we were bad. We were bad as a special teams unit today. Then, again, I give Memphis an awful lot of credit. They had a lot to play for. They came out here. They played extremely hard. It was a hard-fought game. Came down to 1 score. Just proud we were able to come out on top.
Coach, you mentioned you gave players the option to play or not to play. When you see your quarterback get flipped like that, do you think about maybe taking that option away? What's your thought process during the game?
No, I called him an idiot. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? I mean, he shouldn't have pulled the ball. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to hand the ball off and get a running game going, and he pulled one. I say idiot. He calls himself an idiot. You know what I mean? But no, I didn't like him flying up and trying to do that. Just get down, just like at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Run, slide, get your yards, be done with it. I'm not asking you to be our leading rusher. You get to run when you're in open space, but when you're in closed areas, you need to get on the ground and protect yourself. So hopefully it was a learning lesson for him, as well. But he's a competitor and he wants to. He's just not invincible, and I don't want to find out the hard way that's actually a fact. Leadership. Like I said, I gave them. I'm glad they didn't all exercise the option because I wouldn't have had the opportunity to sit everybody. But no, he wants to win. He loves to compete. But the way he's seeing the field right now and execute, and I thought our offensive line did a phenomenal job protecting him. I thought the defense. I give Memphis an awful lot of credit. They played a 5-1 box and then brought a lot of pressure from the secondary to get the 6th, 7th, 8th hat into the box, and it was a damn good scheme. I mean, they really did a nice job. We struggled running the ball, not because we couldn't put a hat on a hat, because schematically they kept outnumbering us with some things. So I put the ball in his hands and let him stand back there and throw it. He's seeing the field really well. I think he's bringing poise. I think he's bringing leadership. I think he's playing. He's seeing the field exceptional. We're talking the same language. When he comes off the field, it's like they were here. We need to go to this and this and this. And he's like my offensive coordinator. So I've really enjoyed working with him. But I think he brings an awful lot. I think he brings an awful lot to that offensive huddle, and I think he means an awful lot to those 11 guys in the huddle.
The ball was just coming to me. I was finding space, getting open, and Alex was just finding me. Give credit to all the guys on offense doing their job. Couldn't have did it without them.
And so you guys have developed a little bit of rivalry
I do. I mean, I do. I will say, yeah, I think it's a rivalry game. I mean, it's negative, but there's only 4 teams in the South. I think they're all rivalry games. We play each other twice a year and somebody 3 times a year if you're fortunate enough to get into the playoffs. I think they're all rivalry. You know what I mean? We've played every team in this league now a minimum of 4 times in 2 years. So yeah, I think there's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of plays that happen. There's a lot of close games or close losses. But yeah, I think they're all rivalry games for sure. And I think with us in Memphis, when ultimately we're all in our own hubs, I mean, obviously we're 3.5 away. It's going to end up being the closest geographical rivalry to us. It's going to be a rivalry game that we know there's going to be a lot of consistency and that we're going to play every year. And they're hard-fought games. They're all hard-fought games. So I love it. I didn't see all the interaction with the fans, but I did see a lot of garnet and gold in the stands. I did see a lot of stallion flags and a lot of signs. So it's great to see the people make the trip all the way up here, especially for the 10th game of the year, and how great it's going to be able to bring a playoff game to Birmingham. And I certainly look forward to our last home game this season and the support that we've received at home and having the opportunity one more time to play in Birmingham. Yeah, and I think that's a testament to what these players have done for the regular season. I think that's the reward, that we don't have to sit on pins and needles going into the very last weekend. Who's in, who's out, where are we playing, what are we wearing? We still don't know the opponent, but that probably really won't be figured out till probably tomorrow, till after tomorrow's game in the South. But I know there's a winner take all opportunity going on in the North, but in the South, I told them I don't know. I just know we're in it right now, and I'm excited to be in it. It's what the goal is at the very beginning of the year. Just get in the playoffs. Anything can happen once you get in the playoffs. So we're excited to be in it, excited to be playing at home. Now excited to be the home team, and excited that we were able to finish the regular season off with an 8-2 record.
On Zoom, we have Oscar. Question from Oscar.
Thank you very much, Coach. This game is an example about the great levels of this league. No, this last week with all the possibilities, make an upgrade for this USFL second season. This is my perspective. No, and the next weekend will be wild. No, will be great games Saturday and Sunday. What is your opinion about that? And hello to Darrell Johnston. I know he is in the room.
He is in the room, Oscar. He's saying he's waving hello to you now. And Oscar, you and I need to get together this week. I'm in an 8-day week this week, so I'll have more of an opportunity to do that interview with you. Last week was just short notice with a short week. We've had to play the last 2 games on the road, back-to-back, with a short week, and to have this team come out and win, I was really proud of them. I think there's a lot of parity in this league, Oscar, and I think it's one of the great things about this league. There's a lot of parity. Everybody's really close. They're hard-fought games. They're going to go all the way down to the end. I love the relationship with the players. I love the attitude and the young men that are in this league, that they all have a why. They're all trying to achieve something. There's not a lot of entitlement, and I've just had a joy working with them. Being involved with the playoffs again is an honor, to have the opportunity to be involved with it. What a wild ride a year ago was, having the opportunity to play 2 games in Canton, obviously to beat New Orleans for a 3rd time. That was huge, and then to be able to win the championship game were memories that are made. They're memories of a lifetime. It was a really special year for me individually, and I just think it speaks volumes that not only is there a lot of competition in the USFL, there's a lot of equality in this league. There's a lot of competitive nature in this league, but also I would tell you that I think the USFL has proven that it's here to stay.
We have a question from Eric.
Thank you very much. Happy Father's Day to you and your father.
Happy Father's Day to you, Oscar, and to all the fathers that are out there. Happy Father's Day to everybody this weekend.
It's my first one.
Yep. Happy Father's Day to you, David.
I appreciate it, Coach.
One quick one, Coach. You had a bunch of guys go on and get chances to make the NFL last year. How do you feel like the league has
Well, you look at the number of players that were in NFL camps last year, and I don't remember what that final number was, but it was, 24 made a roster, and there was like 58 or something like that in the camp. I don't remember what, 69. So having 70 guys in a camp, isn't that what this is about? I mean, ultimately, you know what, these wins are great, but ultimately, isn't that this about these young men getting another opportunity? And I look at it and think, what if the USFL wasn't here? And what if these 50 young men that I am blessed to have the opportunity to coach every week didn't have this opportunity? What would they be doing now? And to know that out of this league, that 70 guys are in a camp and getting another shot at what their dream is with what they want to do. Some guys are just here because they continue to love to play the game. They may not get another shot, and they know it. But they're here because they love the game. They love the camaraderie. They love what it's all about. And I think that's why I think it'll work. I think it'll work not only because I think it's a proven product right now, but I think it'll work because it's here for the right reasons. It's presenting the right opportunities. This is not just a money-making operation. This is not just something, how much money can we make in a spring league. I think it's doing it the right way. And I believe in it. I believe in it with all my heart. And like I said, that's why I'm in it. That's why I've been loving coaching in it. I've said this from the beginning to my team. I'm about development. I love watching our players develop. I love watching our team develop. I just want to see them grow. Like I said, I'm not here to go get my next job and to go, you know what I mean, climb a ladder. I'm here to help these young men try and achieve their goals. I'm an old man at this point. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for a long time. And I love the feel-good stories and the eyes, when you look in the eyes in that locker room, what everybody overcame to be here and to seeing what they're accomplishing gives me a rewarding feeling and a sense of accomplishment in what we do on a day-to-day basis.
All right, thank you, Coach. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it was fun listening to you reminisce about last year's team, but we all know teams are different from year to
Yeah.
year. What is it about this team? It's been fun to watch this journey, you know, the adversity that you guys have overcome to get to this point. What is your favorite thing about this team that you think gives you an opportunity to go back to back?
Part of what I saw today, it's not perfect play, you know what I mean? And it hasn't been perfect play. A lot of great plays being made and a lot of great players on both sides of the ball. But you made the comment, like, after week one, we had 7 guys on IR. I believe we've now got like 10 of them that are on IR for the season. That's 10 new faces that have joined this team, 10 new guys that have had to fill in. And to see the way this team has brought them in and the chemistry of this team, the togetherness, the camaraderie, the positive energy that this team has amongst each other, the attitude. How easy would it have been for the defense to run out on the field and start telling the offense to get their stuff together? You know what I mean? You turn the ball over 3 times. How about putting some points up? You know what I mean? Help a brother out here, you know? I mean, it's like the pitcher throwing the no-no, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, how about a run, you know, on the other side, just one. But you know what? There's no negativity. There's no banner. It's like, hey, we got it, D. Hey, we got it, O. I mean, they're complimenting each other, and I think the way they're playing together, that's what makes me feel like this team has a chance. We've got to clean some things up, and if we don't clean them up, we're going to get beat, even with a bond and a togetherness like we have. But there's no quitting this team, and we've won. I go back to the Stars game a couple weeks ago where we had to put a drive together to win. I look at we had to get a drive 2 weeks ago to win the game, or had to get a stop as a defense, had to get a stop today to win the game, had to come back and score in a tie game. They're making the plays they need to going down the stretch, and that's why I think this team has a chance. Thank you all. Yep. I was going to get into my Jerry Maguire. Does anybody want to come with me, you know, after my soapbox about how